ladies and gentlemen. Ijabanuwanga. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh my goodness.
Why don't you start with some clap? Yeah.
Yes! Take a couple of deep breaths.
All right.
Hey, everybody! Hey, I can hear you in my headphones. That's kind of wonderful. Welcome to Dog Tracks. It's been a little while. We're trying to get some scheduling things worked out, you know, because my wife's amazing. And,
Is she now?
Yes, she is. She's
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous and beautiful. And, oh, yeah, that's what...
Or she could bake a cake like no one else.
Actually, you should see her cakes. They're pretty fantastic.
Scrumptious.
Her cakes, they're... you know what oh, my God. Honestly, she made these things... they look like a real pear. It looks like a real pear, but it's like custardy cream and chocolate, and it looks like a pear, and you bite into it, and it's candy. It's amazing.
Sounds amazing.
I'll show you some pictures, guys. I'm sorry for... oh, what stuck to me? There's some tape. And it's been a while.
Got rid of his sidekick.
This is going to trip me out. I like it. I'm going to be able to talk to the other gentleman here.
I thought he was about to say help. I was going to be pissed.
I'm gonna... I need to, yes, the help. So what do we... Robbie. Robbie.
Yes.
You are
Robert D.
like the voice of God in the background.
Robert D.
What would you like to hear? Is there something you'd want me to play? I never asked.
You know...
A type of thing. Robbie doesn't even remember drumming.
It's been a while. You know, let's just. Why don't you teach me something? It's been a while. Teach me something basic. Teach me how
Okay.
I would get into your world.
All right.
I want to get in your shoes.
I did this a
I
lot
want to get in your
today.
pants.
A lot of just, the basic stuff there. We're going to go through some things. We got German grip, which is sort of like this here where the palms are down. We've got American grip, which is sort of like this over here. And then we got French grip. French grip, American, German. I use all them. That's right. That's right, baby. I use all these. So for my rock, I tend to be, we're going for this. In rim shots, we want to... That's something else. I don't even know what to call that. That's the gravity blast. So you see, I have a little
Parkinson's roll.
Little Parkinson's roll. Let's bring it down a tone, fellas. Let's bring it down a tone. All right, so we're going for the center here, center drum. We're gonna go German grip, and we're gonna do a couple different things. First, we're just gonna play real even. You want stick heights the same? I'll go back to normal voice. And I'm kind of doing it like I'm turning a doorknob. In this position, I'm not going straight up and down. I am going sort of to the side. And you see how open my hand is. This is very important. I'm going to tighten it so I get a little more rebound out of the drum. See that? I'm not even checking it. I'm just pulling that in, getting it nice and good. There we go. Okay. So I'm doing right here what is called like a free stroke or a rebound stroke. I'm letting it bounce straight back up. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! All right. So I'm not pulling the stick up. I'm letting that stick bounce back. Because it's like a trampoline, my friend.
It is the Elsa method.
See, I'm almost doing like the Ozzy Osbourne metal sign when I'm playing this right now. Really relax. Aiming for the very center. I'm going to turn down the drums in my headphones a little bit because I don't need those jamming. All right, so real relax. What you're concentrating on is stick height, having them both the same, that you're hitting the same velocity. I'm going to use big college words today. Velocity. I don't know if that's... Same height. That's right. Okay. Trying to hit them the same, hitting in that little black dot that I made. You should do that in your drum at home. Make a little mark and try to go each stick to that same spot.
Is Brian in the snare?
Wait, yeah.
Pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
We have in-snare technology.
We're not going to get anything done today. It's just going to be talking and playing. We're going to play it.
Tamaki has arrived.
Okay, hit yourself. Let's see it.
So I'm going to go through all the four. Ata! We're going to get to that stuff. We want to get so we can do that right there. So we're going to go through the four strokes, and we're doing these in German. It's a German grip. That's right.
Four screens.
I better be careful. Strokes. Careful, I got the short haircut. I don't want to get mistaken for nothing. Right? Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
buzz.
so straight up and down, marching style. We're just rebound strokes. Very relaxed. Very relaxed. Then we're going to do controlled stroke, which is stopping that stick. And I usually do molar stroke when I'm doing this, but here we're just going to go straight. So that stick comes down, and I'm letting it bounce, but instead of having it come all the way up, I'm using my fingers to stop the stick, but then I relax it right away. And I'm using the molar stroke now, where I'm coming up with my wrist and whipping. But that's my controlled stroke. That's my main snare drum hit for power. But I'd usually do a rim shot like that. But for this purpose, I'm going for that center spot, and I'm freezing the stick. So we have rebound, controlled, and then we want a tap stroke, which is just from that 2-3 inches above the drum. I just let the wrist drop. Very delicate. It's very delicate, everybody.
How is a molar stroke like a tooth?
How is it like a tooth?
All right, here's a bad joke. Go.
230.
I didn't actually have a punchline. That was a
Oh,
serious.
I
you
didn't
don't
even
start
I
out
didn't
like-
even
oh,
do the
okay,
joke.
jeez.
All right then.
So, again, rebound stroke, controlled stroke, and then tap stroke. Tap stroke, tap stroke. See, just that. And then we have one more. One more. If you perfect all these, this will get you much further ahead, much quicker. Almost all the really great drummers, guys who may not be good teachers, because there are certain drummers who are just amazing, but they don't have any, they just naturally do it, or they've worked out through the years how to do stuff, and they don't know how to explain it. All the great drummers are doing this type of stuff. They might not even realize it. Then we have, there's a very important one, upstroke. So from here, I'm going to let my wrist drop like a tap stroke, but as I drop, I'm going to raise up to my molar stroke. So that's it. And it doesn't have to come up very high, because you'll use this. You can go into a controlled stroke very easy. A real quick whip, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Puppet, like a puppet.
Yeah. Woo! All right, so by the way, that up and down stroke is my main hi-hat playing technique. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You want to be able to do it with both hands. And it creates a nice sound. You get that hard down hit and then the soft up hit. Instead of getting just like a, unless you're purposely trying to play aggressive and with no feel. I don't mean, it's, you never know. Really, you have to be able to play all this stuff. Correct, guys? Right? Gotta do everything. Gotta do everything.
You're the man.
Not at home. Hey! All right. And I want more volume. There we go. All right. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Or they call it sometimes push-pull, but I would do that a little different. Push-pull's a little different thing. Woo, I don't have it very good with that, but look at that. Look at that. Boing, bing, bang, bong, bang, bong. Drop the stick, do both. Push, pull, I'm running through a lot of stuff. I'm doing ADD drumming, baby. Just gonna jump all over the place. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull.
I've got your jump right here.
I'm ready. Wah! I almost got the end. Woo! That's for my mom because I'm all worn out from it. She just thinks I'm going to have a heart attack on the show.
Were you born that tall?
Me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Just saying.
Oh, yeah. I got to fix some stuff.
Gym.
What we got?
You can do it, man.
Fix
you
it.
can do it.
Hi-hat.
You gotta rap. If he's not gonna play drums, you gotta rap, man. Where's
So
your
let's
rap?
not groove.
Do it, yeah. Let's get it going now. Here it is, here it, here it is, here it, here it, here it, here I go. More later now.
I was going to start going crazy at the end, and I lost it. Thank you, though.
Whoa.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm shaking hands.
That was incredible.
Do or do not.
Well, please sit down.
There is no. What does it say?
Grail or
There is
grail
no
not.
try.
There is no fry.
Oh, let me catch my breath, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. We haven't done the show in a while, and it feels really good to be in here drumming. Right, Robbie?
That's
Thank
right.
Thank you. And it's amazing
We
how
got a great,
gorgeous
we got a
I-
great audience here, though, today, don't we?
We do.
This studio is live.
And it's
The
unbelievable.
cheers. Luckily, there's been no booze.
Well, you know what? I got flashed just a second ago. You know, some of that. Woo!
Oh man. Hey, this is
It was a
kid show,
guy,
man.
but I still appreciate it. Thank you. All right, everybody.
Who are we to judge?
So we were doing all these little hand things and molar stroke. I'm gonna jump into some more little less basic, but something for everybody to work on. And I'm going to fast forward. I'm not just going to do doubles, but this is our doubles. Right, right, left, left. The goal is to get those sweaty. Get them smooth. Smooth, so that if you're doing singles, you could switch. So you'll notice if you watch the pumping motion of the arms, it doesn't change when I switch to the doubles. And that can be a great thing. If you can get that in your head, not just getting the doubles, but really knowing that if I'm just going, all right, now I can double that. And all I've changed is what I'm doing with my finger. The pumping motion is the same. So, something you could do is you take a pattern. Well, let's say for now I'm just doing back and forth. And I like to ad-lib this stuff. I like to work on things where it's just flowing. So I'll just pick like a hand. And when I might do an accent, let's say if I'm going... So... I just double that instead of accenting. Now, depending on how fast I'm doing it, watch these hands. Sometimes I'll push into that double. Like I'm coming there. I'm letting it bounce. Let me do it with the left hand so you can see the fingers. And then I use my fingers to snap that second double in, or the double. So I can keep the power. And the smoothness, so it's one stroke down, but I get a good double. Ba-da! Try to slow motion that. Boop. And it happens in one motion. So now I might change this a little bit, and when I start going faster, doing, I don't know if it's a marching thing, but where I'm not pumping as much. You see my thumb even kind of snapping like ding, ding. That's me pulling that double from just the wrist. So see, I'm not pumping now. I'm just... And this is the one time where when I'm gripping, I'll move up from the ring finger, middle finger, to my pointer finger when I'm doing those types of doubles. When I'm doing big open roll doubles, my grip is back here. See, I'm not even using this finger. But if you, I don't know if you can see this, as I start going faster, I'll change my grip up to more of what I learned in marching band, gripping here, and I can get more of a buzz roll out of it, but I'm still trying to keep the doubles clean. So here, like... And to try to keep those doubles nice and even, I am also, from this grip, I'm using the back fingers to control it still. So that, open! Now tight. Now if I go to a buzz roll, I tend to let these fingers off, and I'm hooking my finger and using that like a spring. Yeah. In the way I'm doing this, is, I think it's important. I don't want to just mash it in there. No, I hit, and then I let the pressure off so it keeps bouncing. Ooh. See? Oh. Ooh. Oh, and then we just overlap. Also, for the newer drummers, I do it up near the edge. As I get more response, it can be smoother and quieter. Listen, if I...
There's a joke to be had right there.
Ooh, I should probably watch the drum. Whoa! Woo! So there's a little buzz roll thing. And I like to use that little smash. I'll just show you in an application. That, like if I'm playing a beat.
Pretty well, Tommy. Hanging out. How are you? We had a nice stream earlier. We had Hyper K down here. We're talking about the tavern. Watch it in the video feed. That'll be on YouTube. You know the place.
I'll use that little mash
Oh yeah.
while I'm going around the toms, creating sort of a fake one-handed roll. Like, so there, I'm just mashing it and trying to let it decay. Another big word. Trying to let it decay as long as it can.
Wait.
DK.
Decay.
DK.
It's a big word.
It's the letter
Donkey
D
Kong.
and the letter K. DK.
The Drift King.
Yeah, look.
Dork Knights.
Again, I'm using that finger a lot. We can do a lot of it. I'll do buzz rolls sometimes back there. I'm not as comfortable that way. Also, just to ADD my way into this, I don't always buzz it. I will do a strict double. But
I see it too.
what?
What?
What are you guys laughing at? Are you laughing at me? I don't like it when you're laughing at me.
Your
gonna
leg
come in
just
there and I'm gonna
matched
kick
your
Dude,
your
you
butt.
got a third leg. It's incredible.
What are you talking about?
This is incredible.
There's something. What's going on? Whoa. Hey, everybody. Now I'm
Hey,
Hey, we got movie magic going on
this is
here.
a children's show. It's a
This
children's
is-
show.
Yes.
Well, we can see your foot
All right.
and your hands and your face.
And your third stick.
All right, so here. So I'm doing that little mush. Now we're going to do strict doubles, triplets. Like, but the key is to play them. Look at that left hand, just barely nothing. That's a double. I'm not buzzing it. I'm doing. Well, look. So those are some of the nice little tricks I do, and we had started talking about doubles, sticking in where my accents would be. By the way, first you really need to make sure you can do nice, simple singles, and then into a molar stroke accent, like, and not lose that low lat. My singles. So when you hit, you got to get right back to nothing. Watch, I kind of go rim shot, and then I come up and release the hand so I can hit hard. So in my first description of that, I did doubles on those. Now I'm going to reverse that whole thing and do the accents, but double all the small notes. Go.
I don't know. Like, I think that there's something interesting going on this weekend. I think maybe there's some special event, maybe the international. I don't know. Gamescom. Collective hangover.
Then you can take that. Oh, come back to center. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes, my son. Then I'll start moving toms in there. And then again, trying to keep rolls here. I'll stick some accents in, but like I'll... And one of the cool things...
Oh,
What?
jeez. I just really wish there was a way for you to show us how you would play that in a song.
Let's see if we'll... Look at...
You are the kings of chat. In my heart.
was difficult. I'm sure you noticed. There's a section in the middle that I had no idea what to do.
That's a tough crowd.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
This is a tough crowd here.
Yeah,
Not
no,
even
there's-
like one clap.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Hey.
Catch my breath. Get back to my ninja center. So, this is something I've learned over the years, and I notice a lot of drummers, a lot of young drummers will. Like, I'm the king of overplaying.
Hey, well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let's say I'm a young drummer, right? I'm an up-and-coming drummer.
There's
What?
no such thing.
And let's just say, what beat would you recommend I learn to pick up chicks?
To pick up chicks.
What's the ultimate drum
You know what? To be.
beat? What's the ultimate drum
Hey,
beat to pick up
baby.
chicks? Is it a basic 4/4? You know, like Def Leppard?
It's the dance like disco-y 4 on the floor. This. But then you have to put in personality. You can't just be like.
Let's see your personality. That's your chick magnet move? Well, there it is.
They say the way you drum
Then.
is the way you make love.
know what I think when I watch this guy drum like that? That guy's got to have a brown minivan. Whoa.
This, it depends on the vibe. Or this beat.
Yeah. Think about the Roxbury right now.
Did you say the Roxy?
The Roxbury.
Oh. I was like...
Come on, bob your head and do it.
Night at the Roxy.
Can you do it? Oh, not the Roxy. Yeah, yeah.
I just paid $9 for a well drink.
Oh, let me see if I can do... Oh, that's...
Did you learn how to do the robot yet while you play?
Let's see.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah.
So let me get... No, I haven't worked that out yet.
I'm clipping.
You must be clipping. Okay.
That guy's a good drummer too.
Yeah, that guy is a good drummer.
What was I trying to teach something?
I don't know. I
I
thought you
don't remember where I was going.
Oh.
Oh,
shows how to play guitar.
Oh, I know. I was talking about, like, in that tune. That's a fusion tune, and I know some of it. I've played along to it a couple times, but there's a certain section, a middle section, I haven't learned yet.
Bragger.
But,
he's just bragging.
Yeah, well,
What's your weakest style? Like, what's your weakest genre to play?
You know what? It's probably the weakest for me, because if I want to be honest and authentic, it's probably jazz.
Yeah.
And I practice it a lot, but I'm just not an authentic jazz drummer. And I play that stuff, and I'm working on it, like, as we speak. I'm getting better at it. When I practice it, I have to go in with a whole different mindset. I mean, like, just because I'll hold traditional, I'll use smaller sticks. I'll tune the drums differently if I really want to play it.
YouTube.
Pardon?
What?
I was just talking about YouTube being high.
Oh, jeez.
So that's and I love Latin stuff, and I practice a lot of Latin stuff. But again, that's a style. Jazz and Latin, I'm really good at faking, and the average person probably thinks, like, "Oh my God, you're so good at that," or this or that style. But inside, I know I'm not, and real players will know I'm not. I've gotten a lot better at it, but this is probably almost 10 years ago at a place called Cozy's. They'd have their blues.
I know Cozy's. Yeah.
They'd have their blues jam with, like, some serious blues players. And they'd let people sit in, or it was jam. And I'd go sit in, and I remember, actually, this, I get up and play, and the bass player, after the tune, because could only play like one tune, so I wanted to show off a little bit. So I was overplaying, and you don't really want to do that in blues. And I was playing not really authentic, because I was trying to show off. I wanted to show what I could do. And that was really the wrong thing at that time to do. I should have just sucked it up and played it correct. And the bass player looked at me and goes, "You're a rock guy, aren't you?"
Hey,
and I was just like, ugh.
Was the bass player Bill Ruffino?
He was here. I talked to him about...
It was Bill Ruffino.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." He's like, "I'm on medication now." I thought he was joking. He's like, "No, I was."
Oh, wait,
He's
maybe
like, "I was probably a jerk to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, you absolutely were." He was in here with, Vivian Campbell? That's the guy. It was, oh gosh, what's his name on drums?
You talking or
At least the guy I'm talking about.
the short guy?
Well,
No. That's
When was it Vivian Campbell from Def Leppard? That's his name. He did
yeah,
a
the
record-
guitar player.
He did a record here,
Yes.
and it was. Why can't I think of the drummer's name? He used
Man, I
this
totally
kid.
forgot about that.
Dude, what is the drummer? He's with Alice Cooper now.
Yeah.
I've known him forever, and Glenn Sobel, and then the bass player. And I came in. They were using this kit,
Yeah, that was a Bill Rufino then.
Okay, it wasn't.
No.
That was it was that guy.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy. Yeah. Sorry, Bill. We just disparaged your name.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Bill's watching right now.
Well, of course, everybody's watching. The whole universe is watching. Just want to, give a shout out to.
I think he's on tour with the Jeff Jensen band still.
Who?
Yeah, it's a blues band.
A blues?
You wouldn't know him. It's not on your. Yeah.
I know. Okay.
You know exactly who they are.
It wasn't him. It was that guy.
Okay. Anyways. Woo.
All right. So, long story go back on the fusion tune. I get to the part that I didn't know, but I know the song's in 4/4. And young drummers, remember this. Like, when in doubt, just train it out. Just play straight. Let the music do all the cool hits.
When in doubt, train it out?
I just made that up.
That was awesome. I'm sorry. I'll stop interrupting.
No, I like that. Because, the actual term that I heard was when in doubt, roll. And which, by the way, I do that a lot. If I go to do a fill and I get lost in the fill, I'll just buzz roll until I find where one is with the band. But yeah, just holding a straight beat. It always works. Actually, when I learn all these fusion tunes, some of them are so difficult that what I do is I first find out, well, the easiest part is just finding the tempo. But then I have to find the time signature, what the basic feel is. And most of them, even though there's these weird hits and it sounds like it's in an odd time, they're still in 4, just with weird pushes. So I will just play a straight beat, and then you're like, ba-da-da, ha-da-da, whoop-a-did-it-ha-da. And then as I'm playing the beat, I start to listen to the other musicians and learn where their pushes and pulls and punches and different things are. And then I'm trying to keep my brain straight up and down, as in this. Really, it ends up being here. The snare drum has to be solid. And then I start experimenting with everything else to get, like... But also, when I learned that stuff, especially the fusion, which I love, and I was never any good at it, probably until I was 30. It took me a long time to even start to understand that kind of music. I'm saying because I'm trying to think of what to say next. Hello! Oh yeah, when I'm doing this stuff, I'm finding where the backbeat is, or if it's in 6/8, how to find the correct feel for it. Then I'm start expanding, and I see this with a lot of students, especially students who want to get the technical stuff down, and you kind of have to go through it. You just start sticking in things that have nothing to do with what's going on with the music. I still do that sometimes, or there's times and places for that. But what my challenge is to try to get, usually with the foot, try to hit every possible thing that the bass player is doing, or even the whole group sometimes if it's in unison, certain parts. And try to find where I could put crashes that these things actually fit. Now, a lot of the stuff you'll hear me play on this show, I don't know very well yet. I'm going to burp. Oh, it's a pressing burp. So you're seeing me go through this and trying to learn these things also in the moment. But the goal is to find every possible thing I can do. And when I practice, I'll practice the more intense, like every kick drum possible, and try to get every cool thing in possible. And also while I'm practicing, I'm trying to see what kind of fills and how crazy the fills can get within the music. Now, when I go out and play a show, I don't do that. What I'll do is I'll play... When I learn all those hits, then I could just take everything out and only put in ones that are really cool. Like if it's... I don't even know. I don't know. Hi, buddy Bofus. That's for my son.
All right, Dorian, I love you, man.
I'm trying to think of a foot pattern. That like. I can't sing it and play it, but you see, like that's every beat. But I might not do all that. Like. Maybe just And you'll see, these are other things I do. I will do, they're called like fill-in exercises. I'll do those bass drum hits, and then I'll do little grace notes or ghost notes. There's a paradiddle. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle.
You know, it's funny. If this game was like, if this show was a drinking game, I can't believe that's the first time you actually said paradiddle, because I would make the drinking game up as paradiddles. Every time you say paradiddle, I have to take a shot. It's the first time you've actually said it. Normally you say that at least 20 times in an episode.
Because paradiddles are important. Paradiddles. Paradiddles. Paradiddle, paradiddle, double paradiddle, triple paradiddle, paradiddle diddle. Cat in the fiddle. Cow jumped over the moon. Hey, all right.
Ben, how are we on time, Ben?
What was that?
Ben, how are we on time?
How are we on time, Ben?
We are
Ben.
47 minutes in.
47?
Yeah, I would say about 3-4 minutes. Let's play the out song. It's kind of long. Gonna need that time.
Oh boy, I don't know. Hey!
Hey, food's up.
Since we're talking about paradiddles, I'm going to show that. I'm going to go through a couple different ways to do paradiddles. So you got paradiddles, right, left, right, left, left. Working them really even. As I get going faster, I'm going to start putting in the accent, move it around. Woo! It sticks. So those are paradiddles. The real secret to that, to getting them fast, one is I'll put an accent. It's a molar stroke. And then I'm using look at that. So when I do that double, the other hand's got to be on the way up immediately. Right, left, and then the left's going to come up getting ready. And then when I do that double on the right hand, I've come down for my accent and then on the way up. So I'm already getting prepared. It's really important to get that motion. It's the same on ride cymbal. You get this pumping motion. You can just break that paradiddle down for half of it. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. And the key, too, is when I'm hitting a rim shot, but I'm doing it very fluid. I'm not, oh, not like that. I'm just saying, ba-da-ba-bo, ba-da-ba-bo. This hand will be up. Then the same thing. If you're doing it right, at certain tempos, you could come way up, because you've got all the time in the world. Look at that. All my other strokes are really low. Now, right about there, I've got to switch it up a little bit, bring it all lower. Woo. All right, so that work those to death.
Work them to death.
You also want to work on doing reverse paradiddles, and I like to put the double in the middle, like. So it's just a paradiddle done different. Sounds really cool when you start orchestrating it. Another big college word, orchestrating it around the kit, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now we're going to take the paradiddle.
Ooh.
Take the paradiddle, and we're going to do it here, like this. Paradiddle. I say paradiddle, snare-a-diddle. Paradiddle, snare-a-diddle, paradiddle, snare-a-diddle. And I want all the in-between notes that aren't the backbeat to be very grace note, very quiet. See, and I'll accent different things. Just do it. And then maybe stick a kick drum in there. Like it. All right, so then take the right foot, copy the right hand. Parrot. I'm doing nothing but paradiddles, and I'm moving around. Now, you want to try this. You want to try paradiddles where you play every note, like... Foot should be very solid, and your backbeat's the only thing you want to stick out. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Now we're gonna switch. Then we put it. Sorry, I went there. So, speed it up. I'm going to start at the 8th note once, like. So you can get it going really fast. Or we go a quarter. So, something else you could do. This is where it gets crazy. So I'm doing the paradiddle between these two. Paradiddle, saradiddle. Let's just add in foot. Let's see. So you're really working things out. Maybe do high heel splash with the foot. See how I rock the foot? But then, instead of just doing quarter notes on the ride, use your push-pull technique so you get it 3/16 notes. Listen. Smooth today, but try that. Boy, doing that with this foot, trying to play 3/16 notes. I might have moved it around to da 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 da. See how on the beat, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 EN, 2 EN, 4 EN, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a... So there, that's an exercise where I'm just trying to switch the hands around. Yeah. So that's some cool paradiddle stuff.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Enough for today on that. It'll get too out of control.
All right. I don't think we'll be doing dog tracks today.
Okay, my friend. Well, we're trying to get everything worked out on days and times and all that wonderful stuff.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Niet. In America.
We love Americans. Yep. All right.
In Russia.
Let's see. All right. I give you choices.
Okay, I like that.
I give you choices. You play some classic rock.
Ooh.
Something very aggressive.
Ooh, aggressive. I probably don't know it then.
This track looks like it's missing the middle, so hold on a second. Just that. Just pick one of those two. You either want something aggressive or something classic.
The classic.
The classic?
I think.
This be a good do classic.
Classic, man.
Yes, Benjamin. This mean do classic.
I like rock and roll. I like rock and roll here. Yes. Some things don't react like the bullets.
They're best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and, well, the prom queen.
Hey!
Carla was the prom queen.
Oh, dude. I just borrowed your Humvee.
Hey, Benjamin, you ready? Benjamin Buttons. B Buttons. You ready?
Benjamin Buttons. This summer on Dog Track.
I think we lost B Buttons.
What happened?
I don't know.
Am I not ready?
Now you're ready. I can hear you now.
Am I ready now?
You ready now? You put the
Are we all
headphones on.
ready?
You know if you're on or not. Okay.
That's weird.
A little bit.
I hear it clicking. That's good.
Cool.
A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. Is this
All right. If this is a real show, we let it keep going, you know. But we'll punch you in. We'll punch you in. A little bit of studio magic here. We'll punch you in. Okay, is it fixable? All right. Like a professional drummer. I was impressed. I know B Buttons was definitely impressed.
That shows, but I play it fairly sloppy. Playing it on a 4-piece kit, rock and roll, just makes me look better. That's right. I'm throwing down the Neil Peart challenge. I don't even know what that is. But we're gonna.
Are you challenging him?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I bet you I can play that song better than you.
With one leg.
You with one leg.
One leg. This summer on the Neil Peart Throwdown, featuring Brian Burwell
Neil Peart.
and Legs Button.
I don't know. I've got
What
all.
did you say, Lex Button?
Does that mean we're continuing from
Wow!
there?
That bass drum head is super. Everything's vibrated loose. All right.
Studio Magic now. Here we go now. Studio Magic. Studio Magic. Here we go. 1, 2. Studio Magic. Ah! It's not playing.
To any god of government, always hold your discontent. He knows changes are permanent. World changes. And what you say about his company is what you say about his energy. Catch the whips, catch the wind, catch the spirit.
Actually, not that long.